because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you, because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
No, Whoopi.
Well, we are back on Sky News Australia today, and as you can see, Whoopi Goldberg over on The View was talking about Trump's press secretary, Caroline Leavitt. And apparently, Whoopi is upset by something that Ms. Leavitt said, or Mrs. Leavitt said, and she thinks she doesn't deserve the job. Wow. Is Whoopi Goldberg accusing Caroline Leavitt of being a DEI hire? Maybe. Sounds like it. Sounds like that's what she was saying. But is Caroline Leavitt really a DEI hire? I have no idea. I don't know anything about her background. But let's see what this clip has to say about it. It should be interesting.
Now it's time for Lefties Losing It. And let's start with the perpetually outraged ladies of The View. They never fail to bring copious amounts of bile and hate, and one of their targets of late is White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. Here is Whoopi Goldberg saying she only got the job due to wokeness. What?
I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework, because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you, because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
No, Whoopi. Corinne Jean-Pierre got the job because of wokeness. You and your old mate Joy Behar may have your jobs because of wokeness, but do not smear a competent professional woman like Caroline Leavitt with your nonsense, and don't lie about this being her first job. We know what you're doing there. And I mentioned Joy Behar. Here is Joy objectifying the White House press secretary, saying she only has the job because she's hot.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though. It's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
Oh, the one Republican here on The View, and the only good-looking one, by the way. I forgot, Alyssa, something's her name, pointing out, yeah, to these yentas on The View, these shrieking hens, that, in fact, that is not Caroline Leavitt's first job, as Whoopi was implying.
You know what? She may be a 10, but she didn't get the job because of her looks, and anyone who has observed her at a briefing can figure that out for themselves.
What matters to this president and this administration is how well you can do your job, and the American people agree with that sentiment. So it's about competence, skill, and merit. And so the president is focused on ensuring that the most competent individuals, the best and the brightest in this country, are in positions in this federal government.
And one last point about Caroline Leavitt: the manner in which she answers questions is often masterful compared to what we've witnessed in the past. It's succinct, it's accurate, and guess what? She doesn't need 3 big binders to come up with the answer.
Can you just tell us the numbers? How many have a criminal record versus those who are just in the country illegally?
All of them, because they illegally broke our nation's laws, and therefore they are criminals as far as this administration goes. I know the last administration didn't see it that way, so it's a big culture shift in our nation to view someone who breaks our immigration laws as a criminal, but that's exactly what they are.
What a notion. You'd break a nation.
That's pretty based. Of course, all the seething lefties on Reddit and elsewhere are saying, well, they're not actually criminals because it's not, it's not a felony or whatever. They're not breaking criminal law by illegally coming in. They're breaking civil law or something like that. I don't know if it's true. I think they're criminals, and I agree with her. And I'm glad to see she put that reporter in her place.
Laws, and you're considered a criminal. But back to The View, and here we have the deranged with hate Sunny Hostin blaming Donald Trump for the American Airlines crash. Here she demonstrates that not only is she beneath contempt, but she has absolutely no idea what any of these organisations do.
Trump fired the heads of the Transportation Security Administration and Coast Guard, and he also eliminated all the members of a key aviation security advisory group. The Aviation Security Committee will technically continue to exist, but it won't have any members to carry out the work of examining safety issues at airlines and airports. I think that is very telling that when, you know, voters decide that they want someone to blow things up and they want someone to blow up infrastructures, this is the result.
Let's check in now with the Democrats and see how they are handling this enormous loss. Are they abandoning that woke craziness that made them unelectable?
The rules specify that when we have a gender non-binary candidate or officer, the non-binary individual is counted as neither male nor female, and the remaining 6 offices must be gender balanced. With the results of the previous 4 elections, our elected officers are currently 2 male and 2 female. In order to be gender balanced, we must elect 1 male, 1 female, and 1 person of any gender.
Yeah, that's
What on earth was that? And did you see that list of, what was it called? Pronouns up here? Theirs, them, hers, she. Oh my God. I just love what the Democrats are doing. I hope they just keep doubling down on this stuff. It's absolutely brilliant. Because if they do, then the Republicans will be a shoo-in unless they blow it for 2028.
1 male, 1 female, and 1 person of any gender.
Yeah, that's going to fix it. Now let's check in with a trans activist and see how they are dealing with the return of meritocracy. The answer is they're not doing well.
Did you know that DEI bans would extend to medical schools as well? Hi, my name's Delia. I am a transgender and intersex medical student, activist, and educator. DEI in medical education is not just about ensuring that we have physicians from diverse backgrounds. It's also about ensuring that we're learning about diverse populations and making sure that we are prepared to care for patients from the populations around us.
I am a transgender and intersex medical student activist, maybe among the most terrifying words in the English language. Here's a clue. The last thing any sane person is looking for in a medical professional is diversity. When you're going in for life-saving surgery, the last thing on your mind, unless you have a death wish, is, oh gosh, I hope the surgical staff look just like me and think just like me. Put it aside, it's done, it's over. And there'll be plenty more lefties losing it content with my next guest. And let's start with promises made, promises kept. President Donald Trump is not messing around. It is clear that he and his team have been working for years to ensure that this time around, the bureaucracy does not white ant every policy, every objective the American people voted for.
Well, Donald Trump has certainly been on fire in these first 3 weeks of his second term in office. It's absolutely amazing. I'm personally gobsmacked. I have had no idea he would be coming through on his promises like he has. Every day, DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, is slashing through something new in the enormously bloated federal bureaucracy. It's amazing to behold, watching the lefties and liberals and the libtards and the communists and all those types lose their minds over it is insanely entertaining, and it's just insane because they are insane, because liberalism is a mental disease. Sorry to have to put it so bluntly, but believe me, I know. I've been around it all my life. So yeah, there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot to report on for these 4 years if Donald Trump keeps up this pace. It's a blistering pace. I don't know how he can do it, but he is a man on fire. Anyway, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. And if you like this kind of content, please do like and subscribe. It really helps me grow the channel. And I will see you in the next video.